Harry said racism was a big part of their decision to leave, which you know things are bad at Buckingham Palace if they came to America to get away from racism.
Place in microwave. What is microwave? I don't think we have any of that. Harry, do we have any microwave?
Pardon me?
Are you dumb?
I think she's dumb. I think she's dumb.
It's a microwave, silly.
Don't talk to me like that, you bitch! I'm a fucking duchess! Shake that off!
Oh!
The 60 Minutes interview was a great chance to hear Harry and Meghan's story, in case you missed their 2-hour sit-down with Oprah or their 6-part Netflix documentary.
Later in the press conference, a reporter asked Trump about Meghan Markle, and this is what he had to say about her.
I'm not a fan of hers, and she probably has heard that, but I wish a lot of luck to Harry, because he's going to need it.
Wow. Who had Meghan Markle on their random Trump insults bingo card? Anyone? If you're keeping track, Meghan Markle's got beef with the Queen of England and the President of the United States.
Picture this: Hollywood, a glowing stage, a live audience, and a royal couple who thought America would worship them forever. Then Jimmy Kimmel walks out and nukes that dream in one sentence. Prince Harry's memoir is now a children's book. It's called The Prince and the Penis. The crowd exploded. Harry blinked. And Meghan? Yeah, she felt that burn from Montecito. But Kimmel wasn't alone. Within months, every major comedian, every late-night host, every satirical show had turned on the Sussexes. Not because of politics, not because of scandals, but because the couple's carefully curated image had finally snapped under its own weight. And the clip that disappeared from the internet, the one someone allegedly pushed to erase, we'll get there. How did the world's most sympathetic royal couple become Hollywood's easiest punchline? And who ordered the disappearing act on those brutal parody videos? Keep watching.
Prince Harry, whose memoir just broke the Guinness record for fastest-selling nonfiction book of all time. They're now releasing a version for kids. I don't know if you know about this. It's a twist on The Princess and the Pea. It's called The Prince and the Penis, and it's,
Once upon a time, Harry and Meghan sold themselves as the royal rebels, the couple rejecting outdated traditions, speaking truth to power, promising a new era of transparency. But Hollywood has a rule. You can be mysterious, you can be glamorous, you can even be dramatic, but you cannot be self-serious. You cannot be humorless, and you absolutely cannot contradict yourself on live TV. Enter Meghan Markle discussing curtsies, bowing, not knowing Harry lived in a castle, and never Googling him. Hollywood didn't buy it. Not for a minute. Wait, you didn't Google the most famous redhead on the planet? Really? The audience began laughing with them, then laughing at them, then not laughing at all. And that's when the comedians sharpened their knives.
California, we're just a regular couple living close to Oprah and far from the paparazzi. But not too.
Damn, Harry and Meghan are losing their titles? That's the most embarrassing royal loss since William's hairline.
First strike hit late-night TV when Jimmy Fallon zeroed in on Meghan's now famous pretzel bag technique. That moment where she pours snacks from one bag into another bag. He treated it like she'd invented a new branch of science. Why does Meghan Markle make her own pretzel bags? The audience lost it.
What is the #1 question that mystifies scientists? #1 question.
Mystifies scientists. Is there life on another planet?
Oh no. Why does Meghan Markle make her own pretzel bags? They don't know why.
That's interesting. She takes it from one bag and puts it in another bag.
It's another bag.
And that confuses people.
And if Fallon was confused, just wait until you hear what Colbert said next, because the next blow came from Stephen Colbert. Meghan claimed she didn't know anything about the royal family before dating Harry. Not the traditions, not the lifestyle, not even the basic. Colbert didn't buy a second of it. He simply brought up Google. Turns out your husband knew Princess Diana. That might have been a hint this wasn't going to be a chill job. The studio roared.
Well, I didn't do any research about what that would mean.
You didn't do any research?
No. I've never looked up my husband online.
What?
Let me introduce this thing called Google, okay? Over there, I think it's called Lori. It's full of useful information. For instance, turns out your husband knew Princess Di. That might have been a hint that this was going to be a rough gig.
And Colbert wasn't even close to finish. Then Trevor Noah stepped in and played the clip that will haunt Harry forever. A prince, an actual prince, leaning into the Disney CEO and gently pitching Meghan for voiceover work. It wasn't a parody, it was real. The monarchy used to trade kingdoms, now it's voiceovers. And then came a joke no one expected, the kind that makes a royal press office sweat.
Gotta admit, the monarchy has fallen off, right? No, because back in the day, it used to be like, if you marry my daughter, I'll give you Burgundy. And now it's like, my wife actually does a pretty good Timon. You should hear her. Come on, baby, do the thing. Hakuna Matata, do the thing.
By now, even SNL joined the feeding frenzy. They mocked Suits as a sleep aid, suggesting the only difference between that show and their own was simple. People watched this. The crowd screamed. And across the ocean, things were about to get much uglier.
My brother's fiancée, Miss Meghan Markle, is on the American program Suits.
Yes, Wednesdays, 8 p.m., USA Network.
The only difference between that show and this is people watch this.
Because British comedians don't pull punches. Jimmy Carr went straight for the hypocrisy. The lifelong feminist who quit her career to marry a prince.
Said Meghan Markle is, of course, a lifelong feminist, which she's demonstrated by marrying a prince and giving up her job.
And Simon Brodkin, he watched their entire Netflix documentary from start to finish and ended up liking them less than before. He heard their side, now I hate them. Brutal.
I watched the Harry and Meghan Netflix documentary. And I'll be honest with you, before I watched it, I was not a fan of theirs. But now I've actually heard their side of the story, I f***ing hate them.
And still somehow gentle compared to what came next. Then came the blow that didn't just land, it vanished. Spitting Image, the legendary British puppet show, dropped one of the harshest parodies Meghan has ever faced, a full takedown of her Netflix series.
Harry, you're such a moderate achiever. How do you stay at the top of the middle of your game?
An early start's important, so my butler Perkins gets up at 5 a.m. and does a 10K.
It was everywhere, until suddenly it wasn't. Multiple videos disappeared within weeks. Gone. Scrubbed. The creators even posted a memorial video for their deleted episodes, a digital funeral. And the internet began asking the real questions. Why did those clips disappear? Who pushed that button? Because here's the twist no one saw coming. That wasn't the strangest part.
Today, we bow our heads in memory of the fallen.
More episodes have been removed from YouTube.
TikTok went feral. Influencers recreated Meghan's flower story moments.
Any type of flower arranging is just telling a story. What story do you want to tell? Maybe leave the country. Maybe disown your dad. Be creative with it.
Memes that showed her pouring snacks into bags like she invented oxygen.
Take the snack out of one bag and then move them into another bag and then label this new bag, even though this bag already has a label on it.
One viral clip captioned, Meghan preparing water like she's summoning ancient spirits.
How I prepare water for my guests. Some water that I got from the spring in my backyard. Whatever you do, don't use tap water. I'm just gonna sneak a taste.
Twitter dragged the Netflix talk for 6 hours of complaining. Instagram mocked the yoga studio drama. Reddit asked if Montecito had become Truman Show Duchess Edition. Would you believe her if you saw that clip? Comment below. And the joke spreading fastest? Meghan's authenticity is so curated, it needs a stylist. Social media wasn't just laughing, it was dissecting every frame.
She is an absolute user of the media. She uses every conceivable way to try and play the victim and score points.
This wasn't harmless comedy anymore. Hollywood executives began whispering about brand fatigue. PR teams recommended distance. Netflix quietly shifted focus. Spotify went public about not meeting expectations. And late night comedy? They didn't let up. They escalated.
Harry, get your limey ginger ass down here and clear this up!
Coonan mocked the removal of their wax figures.
Oliver, you have generously offered to keep the wax figures of Harry and Meghan safe.
Yeah, that's correct. And if I may, I would just like to say that I'm definitely not using the wax figures for sex.
Trevor Noah clowned the Disney pitch.
And now it's like, my wife actually does a pretty good Timon. You should hear her. Come on, baby, do the thing. Hakuna Matata, do the thing.
Colbert went viral for dismantling Meghan's I didn't know narrative.
Also, while you're Googling, you might want to try the combo Andrew, Island, and Epstein.
And behind the scenes, producers suddenly grew cautious about booking them. Brands became hesitant about partnerships. Public sentiment shifted from sympathy to skepticism to exhaustion. Sarcasm drops, seriousness enters. If this is the damage from jokes, what happens when the erased content comes back?
They wanted to know what color the kid would be. I did too. I was like, he's gonna be super, super light skinned? What black will we see? We all wanted to know.
This isn't about comedy. It's about credibility. Hollywood survives on one thing. The audience must believe you. But Harry and Meghan's contradictions began stacking like dominoes. I didn't Google him. I didn't know I had to curtsy. We just want privacy. Please watch our 6-part doc. The public didn't hate them. They just stopped believing them. Compare it to iconic collapses. Tiger Woods had texts. Armie Hammer had screenshots. The Sussexes, they have clips. Tons of them. Clips of contradictions about contradictions. Clips Hollywood turned into punchlines. If they can spin this story, what else was rewritten?
Sir, your millions from Netflix for no one knows what.
Put it with the rest of them.
Babe, time to do our daily $250,000 sponsored Instagram post for Del Taco.
I shouldn't have left the made-up nonsense.
3 things happened. Hollywood roasted them, the internet memed them, and the deleted parodies raised bigger questions than they answered. So here's the question for you. Did they lose control of the narrative, or did they never have it at all? If you love Scandal served cold, subscribe, because this story is just getting started.